Hey everyone, today I want to talk about the hidden gems and what you could be ignoring in your life. Do you ever get that feeling that you're missing something even when you're doing everything, right? Like you're checking all the boxes, the habits, the goals, the routines, but there's this quiet sense that something essential is slipping through the cracks. That's what I want to talk about today. Because I think a lot of people, most people honestly, are ignoring the things that matter the most. Not on purpose, not because they don't care, but because those things don't look important. They don't stand out, they don't make noise, they don't give instant results. They're what I call the hidden gems of your life. And we'll get into what that actually means. But just to set the stage, it's not about adding more to your to do list. It's not about productivity hacks. It's about re seeing the things that have been there the whole time. So let's start with this. Think about your average day. Nothing special, just a normal Tuesday. Now zoom in on the things you barely notice. Waking up and immediately grabbing your phone, walking into your kitchen the same way every morning, thinking the same thoughts about your job, or your body, or your future. You probably don't even register those things as a part of your life narrative, but they are your life. Your life is in the big moments, the graduation, the raise, the breakup, the move. Sure, those are milestones, but your actual experience of being alive, that's built moment by moment in the little things that happen. And here's the twist. Those little things are shaping you. They're rewiring your brain. They're adjusting your baseline for what's normal and what you tolerate, what you expect from yourself and of the world. Let's take an example. Super basic, and I'm sure we've all done it. Let's say you come home after work and every day you throw yourself on the couch and scroll for an hour. Not because you plan to, it kind of just happens. Now, for 1 hour on its own, whatever, it's no big deal. But let's zoom it out, and you'll see what that moment repeated over 365 days looks like. That's 365 hours. That's over 2 full weeks. And more importantly, guys, that behavior is training your brain. It's reinforcing that default mode where you're passive, checked out, and avoiding. Now, I'm not anti rest. I think rest is essential. I take rest very, very seriously, but default rest, that unconscious, low energy, and unintentional kind, that's what sneaks in and steals all the time. And the thing is, you don't even notice it. That's the whole point. It's invisible, it's a hidden gem, or if misused, a hidden trap. There's also the people we ignore, and this one hits a little deeper, I think. Because if you're ambitious, if you're trying to grow, trying to improve, you get so focused on what's next that you forget who's already here. Forget the quiet friend who checks in even when you don't respond. You forget the mentor who believes in you but doesn't always say it out loud. You forget the people who have been showing up in the background because they're not flashy and they're not networking opportunities. They're not building your brand, they're just loyal, present, and consistent. And if you stop and think about it, those are the people you're going to wish you paid more attention to when things get hard. That's the irony. We chase validation from strangers and ignore the love that's right in front of us. So take some time today, you know, give a think and, appreciate the people that you have around you. Send them a message, give them a call, because you never know when it may be your last time with them. I don't mean for it to get deep, but I really do mean it. The people I have in my life, man, I love them so much. I don't know what I'd do without them. Now let's get back to the video. Another hidden gem is stillness, and I don't mean meditation, though that's one path. I just mean the ability to sit with yourself, to be bored, to not need stimulation every second. We live in a time where every single quiet moment gets filled instantly. Standing in line, scrolling. Waiting for a friend, scrolling. Lying in bed, scrolling. What if these quiet moments actually had value? What if those moments are where your real thoughts live? Like maybe you already know what you want in life, but you haven't given yourself enough silence to hear it. There's this quote I love, and it was from Pascal, I think. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. And the older I get, the more I think about how that's actually true. Stillness is a hidden gem. And it's one we've almost completely forgotten how to access. And thankfully, when COVID was around, I was really able to hone in on that. You know, no one really being outside, me being able to go in nature and connect alone, that really helped me. And finally, probably the biggest hidden gem of all is your inner voice. And I don't mean the loud one, not the voice that panics or spirals or criticizes everything you do. That one's usually your ego or your fear. And I mean the quiet one, the one that speaks calmly. It whispers things like, "This isn't working anymore. You should probably have that hard conversation." Or, "You already know what the right thing is. You're just scared." That voice, that's the one that actually knows you. But it doesn't push, it doesn't beg. It just waits patiently until you're ready to listen. And most of us, we never do, because we fill the space with noise, with distractions, with the external world. But if you can learn to slow down, even just a little, you'll start to hear it all again. And when you do, you'll realize it's been guiding you this whole time. So look, guys, here's the bottom line. You don't need another productivity app, and you don't need to add 10 things to your morning routine, and you don't need to uproot your life overnight. You just have to start noticing. Noticing the small, the overlooked, the ignored, because that's where the real leverage is. That's where the real change begins. The person you want to become isn't buried in some grand life-altering moment. They're built slowly and quietly, through the decisions you make when no one's watching, through the things you've been doing for years and just not paying attention to. Those are the hidden gems. And if you start looking for them, you realize that they've been here all along. If this landed with you, you don't need to rush to fix it. Just start noticing. And if you want to keep digging into these ideas about self-awareness, daily growth, and doing the inner work, this channel is here for that. Compound growth, quiet progress, but real change. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.